Welcome to Zenith. We are an organization aimed at building and distributing cheap, earthquake-resistant houses to lower-income countries through different ways. Our current project focuses on building cheap, earthquake-resistant houses for Haitians through help from donors and their government. We work in two divisions here at Zenith, the Research Division and the Protection Division.
This is the manager of our Research Division, JooHee. Please talk us through what you do.
The Research Division focuses on learning more about earthquakes, innovating and becoming more knowledgeable about earthquakes with each passing day. We observe all earthquakes, current and historical, to understand the most about these events. Our research department and its staff has the most plentiful resources regarding knowledge on earthquakes. Governments, NGOs, and the most prestigious universities come to our research department for the information and knowledge we have regarding earthquakes. Our technology is state-of-the-art and helps us to cooperate with different countries to maintain our position as the world's most successful and advanced earthquake housing company. More importantly, we need to convey these messages to the Protection Division. Here's the manager of our Protection Division, Junior Him.
In the Protection Division, our engineers work with the scientists and use their information to build houses that are cheap and earthquake resistant. We aren't afraid to innovate and take the strangest routes if the result is correct. We don't apply the same idea to everything. We work accordingly to the needs of different people and different countries, as they all have different environments, materials, and economies.
Haiti is surrounded by the North American and the Caribbean plate, which is the cause of the earthquakes in Haiti. The load in earthquakes are called the earthquake loads, and earthquake loads happen when the Earth's surface movement is far too big for the structures to handle. According to the National Geographic, the earthquake in 2010 in Haiti happened when the plates didn't have any more space to move in the fault lines, which are the North American and Caribbean plate. The force was trapped and then released, which resulted in a magnitude of 7. According to the Research Foundation of the State of New York, when seismic waves are created from the force of the earthquake, they travel on the Earth's surface and the structure's buildings absorbs it and then gets destroyed. Houses in Haiti make themselves particularly vulnerable to earthquake because they are made out of dirt, clay, stones, bricks, thin cement, and sticks. Inside Disaster has said that the reason why a lot of Haitian people can't afford earthquake-resistant homes is because they are normally 10 to 20% more expensive than normal homes. Earthquake-resistant homes are definitely not affordable to millions of Haitian people who live with less than $2 a day with an annual average income of $650. Due to the earthquake, lots of sacrifices have been made. Around 1.5 million people have lost their homes, more than 200,000 people have lost their lives, and in total, 3 million people have been affected by the earthquake. In order to reduce the amount of sacrifices and to prevent from another catastrophic incident, it is crucial to build earthquake-resistant homes for Haitians.
We want the government to enforce laws that require houses to have a minimum amount of cross-bracing and thickness in the walls and must be strengthened with bracing that is either bamboo or steel. Alongside this, houses are strongly recommended to be built on top of thick truck tires that are filled with sand or dirt, as they work as cheap shock absorbers. The two main changes that we're making aim to not only allow the building to be stronger for earthquakes, but to handle the environment much more effectively overall. According to HowStuffWorks.com, which is a part of the Discovery Channel, thicker walls are simple, cheap, and make the building more prepared for earthquake and live loads. Bamboo or steel bracings on smaller buildings, which are common in Haiti, are usually placed alongside plywood within the building so that they can't be seen. These bracings create triangles when they diagonally connect. Using triangular braces compared to rectangular square bracing requires less materials, and triangles are naturally stronger because of their ability to evenly distribute and balance out loads applied. To work alongside a fortified and strengthened home, we will build these homes on top of several thick tires which are filled with heavy materials. Also, according to HowStuffWorks.com, the tires work as shock absorbers and will displace a considerable amount of damage. which may be caused by natural disasters. The method of building houses on tires has been done before in many other low-income countries and has met decent success. Our high-income country is Japan, and according to webjapan.org, they strengthened their structures by making them move along with the earthquake with much stronger walls. We're taking the ideas of these shock absorbers and complex bracings and simplifying them to work under a budget. According to the National Geographic, the bracings are made simply through cross-bracing bamboo, which has been proven in the past to be a cheap and very sturdy material for fortifying houses with. Bamboo is cheap, plentiful, and can be grown without being a hazard to nature. Alongside the bamboo will be thicker walls and possibly wooden panels, which will overall make the house much more durable against earthquakes. The tires are an extremely simple version of the Japanese seismic isolation panels. According to the Washington Post, the seismic isolators make the building slide alongside the force of the earthquake, which will greatly disperse and mitigate damage as the building is no longer resisting the force. Our first one world factor is economical. This affects poor Haitian citizens who do not have enough money to fortify their own homes so they can resist earthquakes. They are affected because using help from the government, outside donors, and Haitian citizens themselves will be able to educate and prepare themselves all to have their houses withstand earthquakes and keep them safer overall to the forces of nature. One fortified house built from the ground up will only cost $450. According to the CNN, each Haitian earns roughly $650 on average per year. This means that they will not have to spend their whole annual income. 6 months after the earthquake in 2010 in Haiti, the US relief group raised $1.3 billion, and in addition, the international governments promised for $12 billion to Haiti. In total, Haiti received $13 billion from charity. At this point, it's reasonable to assume that they've used a large portion of the money. Assuming worst-case scenarios, we've taken the assumption that the Haitian government has used 99% of the money, meaning they're left with $13 million US. Considering that a house takes $450 US at max, they can still build around 28,800 fortified adobe homes.
People who are affected by this problem are the low-income Haitians who do not have enough money to fortify their own houses so they resist earthquakes. We can now help them using these structures. Haitian citizens who previously had little protection from the environment in general, and especially earthquakes, will now be much more prepared for these natural disasters. We'll be making them much safer to the environment so they will lose less financially and in health. According to Active Rain, adobe houses are very eco-friendly in terms of the materials used to make it, which is basically clay and dirt. Adobe is not only a style of architecture, but also the name for the type of material. Adobe bricks are made out of clay, straw, dried in the sun to form bricks. After they dried in the sun, they use them right away to make walls of the houses. The adobe walls adjust well to the seasons, weather, temperature. They keep heat during winter and stays cooler in summer. Adobe homes are also very effective in Haiti because they function well in dry weather, because the clay must be dry before being habitable, and Haiti's weather is dry. It is also very good to use adobe houses since they require mud, clay, dirt, and hay. This is substantial because these are materials that Haiti is not lacking in. However, Haiti is lacking in wood. During the 20th century, they lost around 65% of all their forests to deforestation. As part of a contract with the French, Haiti had to give up a lot of their forests. They lost a large majority of their wood supplies due to this, and we don't want them to be more damaged. They've lost enough wood of so, and we must use different resources which they can actually find. Resources such as bamboo, dirt, mud, clay, and hay are plentiful and easy to find and produce, so they are ideal to the situation when producing large amounts of houses in bulk quantities.